A cat had made the acquaintance of a mouse and had said so much to her about the great love and friendship she felt for her that at length the mouse agreed that they should live and keep house together. "But we must provide food for winter, or else we shall suffer hunger," said the cat, "and you, little mouse, cannot venture everywhere, or you will be caught in a trap some day." The good advice was followed, and a pot of fat was bought, but they did not know where to put it. At length, after much consideration, the cat said, "I know of no place where it will be better stored than in the church, for no one dares take anything away from there. We will hide it under the altar, and not touch it until we are really in need of it." So the pot was placed in safety, but it was not long before the cat had a great yearning for it, and said to the mouse, "I want to tell you something, little mouse. My cousin has brought a young son into the world, and has asked me to be godmother. He is white with brown spots, and I am to hold him over the font at the christening. Let me go out today, and you look after the house by yourself." "Yes, yes," answered the mouse, "pray go, and if you get anything good, think of me." The cat, however, went straight to the church, slipped to the pot of fat, and licked the top off. Then she took a walk on the roofs of the town, looked down upon the streets, and stretched herself in the sun, and cleaned her whiskers whenever she thought of the pot of fat. Not until evening did she return home. "Ah," said the mouse, "you've certainly had a pleasant day." "Yes," answered the cat. "And what name did they give the child?" asked the mouse. "Top off," said the cat, quite coolly. "Top off," cried the mouse. "That is a very odd and uncommon name. Is it usual in your family?" "What does that matter?" said the cat. "It is no worse than Crump Snatcher, as your godchildren are called." Soon after this, the cat was overcome by another longing, and said to the mouse, "You must oblige me by again taking care of the house alone, for I have been asked a second time to be godmother, and as the child has a white ring round its neck, I cannot refuse." The kind mouse agreed, but the cat crept under the town wall to the church and ate half the pot of fat. "Nothing tastes better," said she, "than what one eats by oneself," and she was very much pleased with her day's work. When she went home, the mouse inquired, "And what was this child christened?" "Half Gone," answered the cat. "Half Gone? What are you saying? I never heard such a name in my life. I'll wager it is not in the calendar either." Soon after that, the cat's mouth again began to water for the feast. "All good things in threes," she said to the mouse. "Again I is to be godmother. The child is quite black, only it has white paws, but with that exception it has not a single white hair on its whole body. This only happens once in 2 years. You will let me go, won't you?" "Top off, Half Gone," repeated the mouse. "Those are remarkable names. They make me thoughtful." "You sit at home," said the cat, "in your little gray frock and long tail, and are filled with fancies. That comes of not going out in the daytime." During the cat's absence, the mouse cleaned the little house and set everything in order. But the greedy cat went straight to the church and devoured the rest of the fat. "When it's all gone, one can be at rest," she said to herself, and well filled and fat, she did not return home till night. The mouse at once asked what name the third child had received. "It will not please you more than the others," said the cat. "It is called Finished." "Finished?" cried the mouse. "That is the most suspicious name of all. I have never seen it in print. Finished? What can that mean?" She shook her head, curled herself up, and went to sleep. Soon afterwards, when winter arrived, and there was no longer anything to be found outside, the mouse remembered their store of food, and said, "Come, cat, we will go to our pot of fat, which we have stored up for ourselves. It will taste very good." "Yes," answered the cat, "it will taste as if you stuck your tongue out of the window." They set out on their way, but when they arrived, the pot was still in its place, but empty. "Oh," said the mouse, "now I see what has happened. Now it comes to light. You are a true friend. You ate it all when you were made godmother. First Top off, then Half Gone, then "Will you hold your tongue?" shouted the cat. "Another word and I will eat you too." Finished was already on the poor mouse's tongue, and scarcely was it out before the cat sprang upon her, seized her, and swallowed her whole. And thus the partnership came to its unhappy end.